Well, here in the U.S., Wells Fargo trying to repair its shattered reputation. Joining me now is Rafferty Capital Markets banking analyst Dick Bove. Dick, I'm very interested to get your take on what we've seen transpire over the last several weeks involving Wells Fargo. John Stumpf gets another grilling tomorrow on Capitol Hill. They're now clawing back compensation. Was that the right move? What's your take on it?
Oh, I think it's absolutely the right move. I think that the question as to whether John Stumpf should stay at the bank or not is a function of whether he can lead at this point. In other words, this bank is going to go through a dramatic cultural change from being a sales-oriented organization to a service-oriented organization. It will need a strong leader who can manage that change. If John is able to do that, he should stay. If he can't do that, he should go. And how will we know? If the Republican House members tomorrow attack him, I think he's not going to have the ability to lead, and he should leave. If they support him, then he should stay because he will be able to lead the company.
California's Treasurer just announcing the suspending operations involving Wells Fargo. To me, that seems like a big blow, like a 12-month sanction. Is that a sign of things to come, and does that just put even more pressure on John Stumpf?
It puts a lot of pressure on him because the company has always had major battles with the state of California. California has sued Wells Fargo repeatedly for mortgage issues and other issues, and the bank has always gotten away from these suits by saying, we're a national bank and you can't sue us. So I think that the, if you will, relationship between California and Wells Fargo has never been great, and it doesn't surprise me that the bank and the state are still having difficulties.
He didn't seem very prepared when he went before the Senate Banking Committee. Senator Elizabeth Warren really ripping into him. I would imagine I would expect him to be a little more prepared tomorrow, to have more numbers and facts at his fingertips.
Well, actually, I'll tell you, he was very prepared. He just was not willing to answer any questions. I think there's a difference there. I think that if you remember when Lloyd Blankfein spoke in front of the Dingley Committee, what was it, in 2009, he wouldn't answer any questions either. And the reason why these guys won't answer questions is because they can be sued if they admit that they allowed any deficiencies to occur under their watch. So I would be really surprised if he answers questions tomorrow. So he's got a tough job to hang on to his job and to convince these people that he can run this bank if he's not going to be able to answer questions.
Before you go, Dick, got to ask you about what's going on with Deutsche Bank. We heard from their CEO, no, we don't need any capital. They sold off the life insurance unit. But there's still, you know, this huge cloud hanging over them with the Justice Department here, the $14 billion fine that's been put out there. How concerned are you about Deutsche Bank? I guess, and my bigger question is, does Germany bail Deutsche Bank out?
Oh, I think there's no question about the fact that if it becomes necessary, Germany will definitely bail out Deutsche Bank. I don't care what Chancellor Merkel says or not, because they cannot afford to let the biggest bank in the country go under. But I don't think that Deutsche Bank is going to need to be bailed out because people are not taking their money out of the bank. And as long as they don't do that, as long as the bank has positive cash flows, it'll come through this period. It may take a couple of years, but they will come through this period.
All right. We're following it carefully, of course. Dick Bove, Rafferty Capital banking analyst. Dick, as always, thank you so much.